All right, dividing. So you have to divide everything by what is in the denominator. So that's pretty key there. So I would probably highlight that whole piece of information. That's going to certainly help us when we're dividing. So we've got that example, 10x plus 15 divided by 5. We've got to multiply everything by the denominator, okay? So we are going to divide, whoops, our part's a little bit off. We're going to divide, let's try that one more time, 10x divided by 5, and then we're also going to divide 15 by 5. So who can tell me what is 10x divided by 5? It is 2x. And then I've got to divide the 15 by 5, and 15 divided by 5 is 3. So we just did the division there. We divided a binomial by a constant, or a monomial. Okay, in this case, it's just a plain old constant. So let's look at these examples. That first one that's there, 2x plus 16, all divided by 2. So again, you can draw, just like I did, what you need to divide. So we're going to divide everything in the numerator by that 2. So 2x divided by 2 is going to be a 1x. 2 divided by 2 is 1, but we still have that x there. And then what is the other piece here, the 16 divided by 2? 16 divided by 2 is 8. You could also write your final answer as x plus 8. Now, an exponent rule that maybe we need to be reminded of, when you divide, you subtract exponents. So when we divide, we subtract exponents. So a little reminder there. I'm going to draw what I've got to divide by. So c to the second divided by, and remember that that's a c to the first and that's a c to the first. So the first one, the c to the second divided by c to the first, I've got to subtract exponents. So 2 minus 1 is going to be 1. That's a c to the first. Now I've got to do the other piece. The 8c to the first divided by c to the first. C to the first divided by c to the first. What happens with those c's? They cancel out, okay? Which would be c to the 0, but c to the 0, anything to the 0 power is 1. So we're just left with a plain old 8. The c's divided each other out. C to the first divided by c to the first. They divide each other out. We're just left with a plain old 8. You could also just write your answer as c plus 8. Let's look at number 12. Again, I'm going to sort of highlight what I need to divide by. So I've got 12d squared divided by 3d. 12d squared divided by 3d. I'm going to write this out so we can kind of visualize this, because now things are starting to get a little bit more complicated. So I just split it up into 2 little fractions. I showed what I circled, and I made them into 2 division problems. So I'm looking at that first one, 12d to the second divided by 3d to the first. Think in your mind, what's 12 divided by 3? And now take care of the d's. D squared divided by d to the first. When you divide, you have to subtract exponents. So d to the second divided by d to the first leaves you with a d to the first. 2 minus 1 is 1. Now I've got to do the second piece. 6d divided by 3d. Take the numbers, the coefficients. 6 divided by 3 is 2. But now d to the first divided by d to the first. What happens when you divide anything by itself? Cancels out, yeah. Okay? You're done with it. So there's no D there with that 2. They canceled each other out. They wiped each other out. There's your final answer. You could also write your final answer as just 4D plus 2. Okay. All right, let's take a look at 13. I want you guys to pause the video, do 13, and then after you do it, come back and check it. So that first part, I'm going to write it as 3 separate problems, just so I can visualize it a little bit better. So the first fraction, 72 divided by 8 is 9, and x to the third divided by x to the first is x squared. So 9x squared is my first term. I go to the second fraction. Negative 32 divided by 8, I know is negative 4. And x to the second divided by x to the first is x to the first. And then that last fraction, 8x divided by 8x. Well, 8 divided by 8 I know is 1. And x divided by x I also know is 1. So anything divided by itself, magically, is 1. You've got to have that 1 on the end. Okay, don't leave it out, okay, because that's not correct. All right, I'm going to have you do on your own, okay, 15. And then let's hop down to 17. 17, we've got some multiplication to take care of first in the numerator. So I have to change gears and say, okay, I got to multiply. So 3 times 4 is 12. And then I have to think, when I'm multiplying, I got to add my exponents. So it's going to be x to the 7 plus 9, which is 16, divided by that 2x cubed. Now I just have a division problem. So now I say to myself, okay, what is 12 divided by 2? It's 6. And again, change gears again, because we're dividing. Now we have to subtract exponents. So x to the 16th divided by x to the 3rd, we end up with x to the 13th as our final answer. I'm going to have you do 18. Okay, 18 on your own. That's going to be a little bit of a challenge. And then I would love for some brave people to try 14. 14's got 2 variables in it, r's and s's, but I know you can do it. Okay?